during the Ontario Cup games, the teams from out of town that came up were very, very disappointed in the quality of the field here. All right, Robbie Falvo with the ball for the Flyers, back to Falvo, making a run up the near wing, and a whistle by Cirillo, and a free kick awarded to CS Italia. CS Italia moving up, moving players forward. It's number 21, Roy Fabiano, forward into the box with, that's number 13, Frank Anselmo with the ball into number 12, and pushed into touch by Danny Marcanato, and a throw in to the Flyers. Flyers off the head of Kramer fourth for Robbie Falvo on the near wing. Falvo building on the near wing, long ball down the side, looking for number 10, that's Carlo Castruccino. Castruccino loses possession of the ball, and it's taken by CS Italia. Number 2 for the Flyers to Todd Schroeder. Castruccino to Falvo. Falvo looking for Castruccino on the far near wing, but cut out nicely and kicked into touch by the left fullback for CS Italia. Taking the throw in, Gino Castruccino. Into touch, and a throw in to CS Italia. In midfield, back to keeper Usitalo, allowing his team an opportunity to move upfield and attempt to control a long clearance. Missed kick on the clearance. Schroeder with the ball, making a quick break down the near wing, off the fullback and over the goal line. We'll be looking at a corner kick awarded to the Italia Flyers.
That's Schroeder's game right there. He's very fast forward, and he likes to take on his defenseman and get by him with his speed, and usually presents quite a few problems for the defense.
Short corner taken by the Flyers. Now the cross comes into the middle, looking for the head of an offensive player. A great header and a great diving save by Terry Usitalo for CS Italia. Clearance. And number 11 for CS Italia, that's Pino Vacaturo. Plays whistle down, and a free kick awarded to the Flyers. Looks like it'll be taken by Eddie Battiston. Over on his right to Tony Nero. Tony Nero working forward, looking for Castruccino. Fabiano on the left wing for number 12, Danny Marcaturo. Number 20, Cosimo Michelotto with the ball, moving into midfield, back to number 13 for CS Italia, and we have an offside signaled by linesman Johnny Mior, and a free kick awarded to Flyers. Pushed back into the 18-yard area so that keeper Mior can pick the ball up and reorganize his troops. Off in the left wing to number 18, that's Anthony Urso. Urso into the middle. Robbie Falvo can't control the ball, regains possession, pushes it back, and Castruccino back for the ball. Castruccino to Sam Aiello. Aiello to Falvo. Working the give and go in the wing, back into Falvo. Taken away nicely by CS Italia, and there's number 13, Frank Anselmo. Playing it back into midfield into his defender. That's number 9, Pasquale Vacaturo. Kramer fourth on the far wing, intercepts for the Flyers. Up for number 4. And into touch. And we'll have a throw-in awarded to the Flyers. And joining us in the booth is everybody's favorite trainer. How you doing, Danny? Good to see you. Well, Danny is not only bringing refreshments to the players on the field, but he's taking care of the commentators too, and we appreciate it very much, Danny. And in the middle of the field, it's Castruccino with a shot wide of the net, heading towards the touch line, but out of touch, and a throw in to CS Italia. CS Italia moving on the near wing, cut out by Falvo, and a throw in to the Italia Flyers.
Bit of a midfield battle we got going on here today, Bob.
It looks like it. So far there hasn't been too much action other than that one nice header and save by Usitalo. rest of the play has tended to be in the midfield, as you suggest, John. Castricino, for Kramer fourth, but cleared out. Off, off the hand, I take it, of a CS Italia player, and we'll have a free kick from about 15 yards in front of the 18-yard box awarded to CS Italia, or awarded to the Flyers, excuse me.
Flyers usually have some well-rehearsed set plays for these occasions.
CS Italia has set up a wall. Castricino out in the far wing, looking for the cross, but over the goal line, and a goal kick awarded to CS Italia.
Like that free kick didn't go as well as they would have wanted it to.
Well, I imagine they had it just about one touch at John.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a lack of communication there for a moment.
Well, the CS Italia players have moved forward, and we're awaiting this goal kick. Long ball forward. Falvo gets ahead to it. CS Italia controls for a second, come forward, and a whistle is blown by referee Cirillo in favor of CS Italia, and CS Italia with the ball on the near wing, into the middle. Number 12 with the ball, stripped away by Castricino and recovered. Challenge from behind, Schroeder on CS Italia, and Falvo on the near wing. Looking down the wing, and offside signal by linesman Anselmo, but the referee says play on. Aiello to Schroeder, to Castricino. Castricino, long ball for the middle, looking for number 4, Dino Benedetti. Benedetti with the ball to Kramer fourth. Fourth with a little bit of space, cross into the middle. Cleared high in front of the box, and cleared away. Falvo gets ahead to it, and the linesman's flag comes up. We have an offside call against the Flyers. A free kick will be awarded to CS Italia. Pushed back to keeper Usitalo, who again takes some time, allows his player to move forward before the clearance. A long clearance this time on the far wing, but into touch. And so we'll have a throw into the Flyers. Usitalo hasn't been overly impressive in terms of ability to clear that ball, John. The first one was low and short, and the second one was into touch.
Well, maybe it'll take him a few to get into the game. The Flyers have a very strong midfield with Kramer fourth, Robbie Favo, and Castricino on the right side. Probably one of the better midfielders in the league.
The Flyers are pushing people forward. We see Aiello on the near side, moving up from his fullback position. Kramer fourth. The long cross, looking for the head of Aiello. He's got his head to it, but no control, and over the goal line for another goal kick to CS Italia. So far, we haven't seen the ball control by either team that we saw with the Malton Sunkist team the other day at the Sudbury Hawks tournament.
Well, that would be hard to match that feat under these field conditions.
Well, again, even though John was saying that the grass has been cut, it still looks a little long to me for soccer. Cleared into touch by CS Italia. That's number 21, Roy Fabiani. And a throw-in taken by Castricino. Back to Castricino, working on the near wing, looking for space, looking for support. Off a CS Italia player. Cut out by number 3 for the Flyers. That's Eddie Sacchetto. And into touch, and the linesman indicates a
free kick.
Free kick to CS Italia.
Actually, Bob, when I mentioned the grass was cut, I said that in jest.
Well, I think the answer to this field is to get a herd of goats up here, and maybe they'll eat the grass, and that'll take care of it. Might also provide some fertilizer so something will grow in the middle. In any event, we're into the center of the field where there isn't any grass, and played forward by CS Italia, but cut out nicely by Eddie Battiston. Up in the right wing, and Johnny Muir signals a throw in to CS Italia.
Not much goal-scoring opportunities to this point. It seems both teams are just trying to get settled into the game.
Yeah, I'd say that the Flyers have probably had a little more possession of the ball, but basically it's as you said earlier, John, it's been in the middle of the field, not too much anywhere near the 18-yard box. CS moving forward on this throw-in, looking for the head of number 13. That's Frank Anselmo, but over the goal line, and a goal kick awarded to the Flyers.
If the Flyers can get settled down and start dominating the midfield, and which they are capable of doing, then they should be able to take this game a little with relative ease. They do have a very strong midfield, and their forwards are very quick.
Castricino cleared forward. Todd Schroeder trying to run onto that ball. Two defenders back.
Oh.
The defenders ran into each other. Certainly we could have had a possible obstruction call there.
I think so. It appeared that CS player was obstructing Schroeder.
Castricino in midfield with the ball. On the right wing for number 4, Dino Benedetti. Dino Benedetti receives the ball back, looking for Kramer Forth. Forth controlling the ball on the far wing, looking for support. Maintains control of the ball and is pushed out into touch by CS Italia fullback.
Kramer Forth, the left halfback for the Italia Flyers, was voted the most valuable player in this league last year. He only played about 2/3 of the season. He had to leave to go to Lakehead University to begin teaching. He still was voted the outstanding player of the league.
Castricino moves the ball forward, looking for Brother Gino or Robbie Falvo. CS Italia, long ball down the far wing, but Eddie Battiston is there and plays it back easily to keeper Mior. Mior to his fullback on the right side, Eddie Sacchetto. Eddie for Battiston. Offside signaled by linesman Mior. And we'll have a free kick awarded to the Italia Flyers.
We probably have two of the best sweepers in the league in this game today, with Battiston on the Flyers and Vocaciro on the CS side.
Long ball forward, Falvo running onto that ball, makes the cross, but no problem for keeper Usitala, who scoops it up and throws it out quickly on the near wing. Aiello making the save, stopping the ball into Todd Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball to Falvo. Falvo looking for some room into Castricino. Castricino into the middle, cut out by CS Italia. CS Italia on the run, on the near wing. Two players forward, looking for the pass, and Battiston handball.
I think that's a...
And I think we're looking at a yellow card there. That was an obvious infraction, clearly deliberate. And we have referee Cirillo issuing a yellow card against sweeper Eddie Battiston of the Italia Flyers. That yellow card comes at about 14 minutes into the first half.
I think that was an intelligent play on Battiston's part. If he hadn't done that, the CS forward would have had a clear break on Mior.
Well, it's what we talked about the other day, John, what they call in hockey the good penalty.
Yes.
On the free kick, shot taken by number 20, Michelada, wide of the net, and we're into a goal kick awarded to the Italia Flyers. Now again, the keepers don't seem to be in any hurry to get play underway in this game. Taking their time, getting the ball set up to allow the goal kick to take place. Battiston looking for Falvo in the middle, headed down by CS Italia. Castricino trying to control the ball, puts it into touch, and we have a CS Italia throw in. Will be taken by Danny Marcanato. Marcanato looking for players to find some space. Long throw looking for number 20, but cleared away by Battiston to Falvo, to Kramer Forth. Forth puts the ball into touch, and we'll have another CS Italia throw in.
Good throw by Marcanato. It's always advantageous to have someone who can really throw that ball.
Fabiani taking the throw in for CS Italia. Into the middle. Schroeder. Lost by Castricino. CS Italia recovers. Number 8 moving to switch the play to the far wing, but headed away nicely. CS Italia recovers control, and it's number 10, Elisella, into the middle to 13, Frank Anselmo. Again trying to work that far wing. CS Italia controls, good play. And we have a free kick awarded to the Flyers by referee Tony Cirillo.
That was a good attempt by Giro out there. Made a nice move on the Flyers fullback.
Long clearance by keeper Muir. Schroeder running on the ball. Cleared at the last minute by number 8, Joe Nero, and should be a throw into CS Italia. It went off Todd Schroeder, I thought. CS Italia does have the throw in. Thrown in on the far wing. Attempt to move the ball down. Good control there, but too many Flyers defenders, and perhaps one too many, because the referee whistles play down and awards a free kick to CS Italia. Into the middle again, no trouble there. Headed down nicely by Kramer fourth to Todd Schroeder. Back to Robbie Falvo for Schroeder. CS Italia coming forward with the ball. Kramer fourth. And a throw-in is awarded to CS Italia. That's number 21, Roy Fabiani. Number 13, Frank Anselmo with the ball on Robbie Falvo. And a whistle for a rough tackle. Anselmo down on his back and seems to have hurt his back slightly there, John, but hopefully nothing too serious.
Yeah. Try to take his man on. He had several guys in the open. I thought he was going to pass it myself.
Fabiani with the cross into the middle. Fourth is there, heads it away to Schroeder. Schroeder controls the ball. Quick pass off Castricino. Fabiani back to Anselmo and into touch. We have a throw-in taken by Fabiani. Schroeder gets his head to the ball. High ball by Fabiani. Castricino looking for that ball to come down, but Anselmo gets ahead to it for CS Italia. Another whistle by referee Cirillo and a free kick awarded to the Flyers. Ed Battiston up quickly to take it to Robbie Falvo. Falvo looking for someone trying to beat the offside trap, and they did it successfully. This is Castricino with the cross into the middle. Kramer fourth with the head.
Oh, very nice goal.
And that's in the back of the net. A beautiful header by Kramer fourth on the cross from Castricino.
Beautiful finish by Kramer fourth.
The score is Italia Flyers 1, CS Italia nothing, on a goal at the 18-minute mark by Kramer fourth.
That was a very nice pass by Castricino as well from the wing. He had time, didn't panic. He saw Kramer fourth coming in from the outside and put it right on his head. Beautiful finish all around. Good ball by Battiston as well to put it out to Castricino.
Okay, CS Italia, Anselmo moving the ball over to the right wing. Again, fourth is there. Flips the ball forward, but the referee indicates it's into touch, and a throw-in awarded to CS Italia. That's number 2 for CS Italia, Tony Nero, who will be taking the throw-in.
Let's see how the CS Italia can regroup after the goal.
Castricino with the ball. Should point out that there are 2 Castricinos on the Flyers team, and I think 3 of Nero's playing on the CS Italia team. Castricino building in the middle, looking for Robbie Falvo. A little too much power behind that pass and into touch, so we're looking at Fabiani taking the throw-in for CS Italia. That's Castricino with the ball. Long ball down the middle. Cleared away by Vacachero. Controlled by the Flyers. And into touch, over the goal line.
Good run by Benedetti there. He broke the defense and tried a nice attempt on goal. Good play also by the CS goalie coming out to challenge.
So we're looking at a corner kick awarded to the Flyers. It will be taken by number 9, Gino Castricino. And he'll obviously be looking for the head of one of the taller players. I see Benedetti, short, Schroeder on the short corner, in the air. Falvo gets ahead to it, but nothing else. And
played the goalie.
Some interference, some contact with the goalie there. Whistled down quickly by referee Cirillo. and we have a free kick awarded to CS Italia.
Flyers like that short kick, that short corner kick.
Maybe it's watching Denmark in the World Cup.
Denmark, exactly. I'm kind of surprised at that. It takes two players to put the ball over into the middle. A short kick like that. In Denmark in the World Cup, they instead of bringing it into the middle, they brought it back to the halfbacks around the 30-yard line.
Well, I suppose one of the arguments is that it forces a fullback out on that player and creates some more space in the box. But as you say, if it isn't done well, you're in trouble. And again, whistled down by referee Sorello, and number 2 for CS Italia, Tony Nero, will be taking the free kick. Nero looking for Frank Anselmo. Anselmo trying to control the ball, heads it back. Benedetti in there, but Nero works the ball on the side for CS Italia. Good ball. Moving forward, looking for number 12 on a virtual break, and Mior came off his line extremely well, so that the CS Italia player, and I think that was number 12, Danny Marconato.
That was a very nice play all around from 15, Tiro up to the midfielder, Ali Salah. That was a very good, very nice pass, but right through the defense.
Unfortunately for CS Italia, Danny Marconato simply couldn't control the ball in time, and Danny Mior came off the line well to challenge. Not much room there to lift the ball over him and into touch. Anselmo missing the ball, but CS Italia moving forward again. Nero plays it over on the right wing. That's Farah with the ball, moving forward, trying to push the ball into the middle. CS Italia control, and finally cleared by Eddie Sacchetto. Benedetti.
Whoa.
No, that's Castricino trying to move forward. Almost a break there, John.
Oh, yeah. Schroeder was on the left side. He was home free if he got the ball to him.
Schroeder runs by his defender, keeps coming, and finally a corner kick is awarded.
Schroeder doesn't like that call. He thinks maybe there should have been a foul there. But there he is again, using his speed.
Well, it's amazing in soccer that the 10, 20, and 30-yard bursts that some of these players are capable of making.
Well, the first 10 yards are the most important. A fast 10-yard sprint, and you could be 2 or 3 steps ahead of a player.
Gino Castricino will be taking the corner. It looks like it's going to be an outswinger in towards the goal, looking for the head of Kramer fourth. Falvo with the ball, takes it back towards the line and mishits the cross completely, putting it over the goal line, and we're looking at a goal kick to CS Italia.
Kramer fourth is probably one of the more dangerous players in the league in the air. He's got exceptional jumping ability, and he, as you saw in that goal, he has a very good control of the ball with his head. I think that's who they look for on their corner kicks the majority of the times.
Well, university graduates are supposed to have something between their ears anyways.
I agree with you there.
In addition to being the most valuable player in the senior men's league last year, Kramer was the most valuable player for Laurentian Voyageurs.
Yes, he was.
A few years ago. CS Italia off Anselmo. Falvo continuing to push for that ball.
Offside call.
And an offside called by linesman Anselmo. And a free kick awarded to CS Italia. Will be taken by number 8. That's Joe Nero. Nero is looking 4 players. Comes over to number 10. That's Farah with the ball. Farah inside. Down the far wing. Trying to chip it forward, but no luck. Falvo controls for Flyers. Good ball to Sacchetto. Sacchetto into touch, and a throw in to CS Italia.
There's another veteran of Laurentian University soccer teams, Eddie Sacchetto.
That's Falvo getting ahead to the ball. Long ball cleared forward by number 5, Lucio Nardi, but headed away and cleared away by the Flyers. Farah with the ball. Kramer fourth, intercepts to Benedetti. Benedetti looking for fourth, but no success. Fabiani loses control of the ball. Castricino moving forward. He's got some support to Todd Schroeder. Schroeder looking for support or a shot. Takes the shot. Off CS Italia defender. And number 8, Joe Nero.
Good play by Nero
Watches
there.
the ball go over the goal line, and so we're looking at a goal kick.
Protecting the ball to let it roll over the touchline in a difficult situation.
Yeah. One of the things that we saw a lot of that kind of action in the World Cup, and a few of the commentators were saying that in the old days that probably would have been called for obstruction, John.
Oh, really?
That they felt
it did happen quite often in the World Cup, and sometimes you saw some vicious tackles as a result.
well, the shielding of the ball, as it's called, sometimes seems to me that they're busier worrying about the defending player trying to take the ball from them than they are playing the ball.
Yeah.
And we have some clear contact there between Kramer Forth and I think that was number 10, Ali Sala for CS Italia, and referee Cirillo is having a little chat with Kramer Forth. He doesn't want to get this game to get out of hand. There have been some incidents in previous games between these two teams that have had to be dealt with subsequently at discipline committee meetings. Free kick. Sala misses the ball, and it's cleared into touch by the Flyers. With about 18 minutes left to go in the first half, the score is Italia Flyers 1, CS Italia no score. Kramer Forth on a beautiful header at the 18-minute mark of the first half to give the Flyers the lead. Long throw in here, but Battiston is there. High clearance.
Ball's good.
And Castricino for the Flyers. Looking for space, looking for support. Falvo controls the ball. Down to Castricino. And played back to keeper Usitalo. He's got a race for the ball between Usitalo and Todd Schroeder. And keeper Usitalo just beat him to it and cleared the ball into touch.
I think that ball got cut up in the grass.
I think so too. The other thing is that with the numerous lines on the field, football and soccer, I'm not so sure that Terry thought he might be outside the 18-yard box if he were to pick that up.
I think actually he was maybe a yard or so outside the 18 at the time.
Sala with the ball for CS Italia. Looking for support. Moves forward to number 12, to Frank Anselmo in midfield. Anselmo trying to control, but Castricino comes away with the ball. Escapes a tackle from Sala. Castricino. Sala with the ball. Again, Castricino gets control of that ball, looking for Schroeder in front of the net. Usitalo comes out, can't control, and it's whistled down.
Like maybe a high foot.
I think that must be the call. Obviously, there was some contact with the keeper there, and referee Cirillo is going over to ensure that there aren't any serious problems.
Oh, I don't think there are. I think he was hit by the ball more so than a foot.
Well, it's the one thing we want to be sure of, and especially in amateur soccer, is that no one gets hurt. Well, keeper Usitalo is up. Appears to be all right. He's getting some attention from the trainer, and play will not start until the CS Italia official, trainer or manager, gets off the field. It appears to be his hand or his wrist that's hurting, John, but play's underway once again. On the goal kick, or I should say the free kick, Battiston, the sweeper for the Flyers, looking for Castricino. Cut out by CS Italia, and on the following run through, we saw the offside call by the linesman. CS Italia trying to build on the far wing. That's number 2, Tony Nero, the long ball. Looking for number 15. That's Carlos Giro, into touch, and a throw-in awarded to the Italia Flyers. Taken by Samael. No, Kramer Forth has picked it up. Looking for players to run into space. A long throw looking for Todd Schroeder. Headed forward, but no one there for the Flyers. And an easy ball for CS Italia. Poor pass there, but cut out nicely once again by number 9, Pasquale Vaccaro. Flyers, Castricino recovers with the ball. Successful tackle and a throw-in awarded to the Flyers. Todd Schroeder there, pick up the ball.
A little lax on the part of CS Italia defense there. He had all the time in the world, and he elected to try to chip it over a player.
Schroeder chips it in to Castricino, looking for the head of Falvo. Again, a lovely header on a long cross, just headed wide of the net, and we're looking at a dangerous situation there that comes to naught.
Good, very good play. Good ball, good header by Favo.
So we have substitutions coming on the field for CS Italia. It looks like number 14, Filippo Nero, will be going on.
It seems as if the Flyers like to have their halfbacks sneak up on the opposite side of the ball for the long cross inside the 18-yard box. It's worked successfully once already, and almost a second time.
Castricino controlling the ball, playing it off to Benedetti, cleared forward, but cleared out of the way, harm's way by CS Italia defenders. Falvo looking for the ball, gets control, heads it down nicely, looking for Castricino. Castricino into the corner, and pushed over the goal line by Roy Fabiani, and so we'll have a corner kick to the Italia Flyers.
Possibly another short kick.
Well, there are two of them in the area near the corner. We'll see whether Castricino stays there or not.
Looks like they're going to put it over. Benedetti taking the kick.
Into the box, Usitalo comes out, gets a hand on it. Falvo tried to volley the ball but missed it, and CS Italia break out. Sala looking for the pass, recovers on the slip into number 15, Carlos Giro. Long ball down the right side. Battiston on number 20. Michelada, good cross into the middle, but Battiston is there to clear the ball out to Castricino. Castricino looking for Benedetti. Benedetti down the wing for Schroeder. Schroeder's got some support. Cranforth is moving up. Touches it back in the far wing for Schroeder. And a lovely tackle there into touch by CS Italia. And a throw in to the Flyers.
Good play by the sweeper. Came over to support.
Schroeder with the ball. Lays it off to Castricino. Castricino making a run on the left side with the cross. Too far. His brother with the ball. It's Castricino on the near wing. Over the goal line. And a goal kick awarded to CS Italia. John, you were saying at the beginning of the game that you thought the Flyers were the superior team, and we're beginning to see it now. There's much more territorial possession in their favor. Much more, I think, creativity and just in terms of the way they're playing the game.
I think their passes are better, are more accurate, and when they're in the offensive zone, they seem to be clicking a little more than CS Italia, where CS Italia teams seem to be running onto the balls and not getting much support from their midfield.
All right, Rob Falvo with the ball. Move forward for Benedetti, but missed. And that's number 15, I think. 14, Filippo Nero. Challenging successfully for CS Italia, and we have a throw-in awarded to CS Italia. Moving forward. Looking for support. Number 11. Over on this wing. Number 7. In for number 12. Can't get to it. Cleared away. And a long clearance there on the wing. CS can't control. Saqueto loses possession of the ball. CS Italia moving forward. Number 20 with a great chance. Setting it up on his right foot. And a weak shot. Well covered by keeper Mior.
Good opportunity there by CS. It's the closest they've come.
John, is that a case of, in the case of number 20, Michelada not having a left foot?
It could be, Bob, could be. I think he shot it with his right foot, though.
That's what I mean. It seemed to me it took forever to turn to get onto the ball to get it on his right foot.
Yeah.
All right, cleared forward by the Flyers. Carlo Castricino. Carlo Castricino into touch, and we have about 10 minutes remaining in the first half. The score is Italia Flyers 1 on a lovely goal by Kramer fourth, and CS Italia nothing. Falvo into fourth, and into touch, and a throw-in awarded to CS Italia. Number 21, Roy Fabiani with the ball. Into number 12, that's Danny Marcanato.
Quick throw.
Quick throw by Falvo, looking for Schroeder down the near wing. CS Italia gets defenders get back. There's 5 of them. Falvo trying to move the play over to the far wing. Cut out by CS Italia.
Oh, good play.
On a long run and a long pass, but offside.
Good offside trap there, called by Batterson.
And Carlos Giro was called for that offside. Otherwise, it was a clear break by CS Italia. Just flicked on by Falvo. Schroeder going for the ball, but Usitalo comes out well to gain control of the ball for CS Italia. Going to make the clearance. Kramer fourth with the head to Falvo. Falvo flicks it on, searching for Castricino. CS Italia control in midfield. Looking for Giros, but no success. And I think that's Eddie Sacchetto with the ball back to keeper Mior. No, that was Sam Aiello, excuse me, the fullback for the Flyers who pushed the ball back.
Oh, there's an offside on a goalie's punt. That shouldn't happen too often.
CS Italia on the free kick, moving it forward. Falvo intercepts, puts the ball into touch, and we'll have a CS Italia throw in. CS seems to be making an effort to come back into this game.
They seem to be
7,
putting on more pressure though.
Sindori with the throw in. Kramer fourth is there. Challenge in the air. Sindori gets ahead to it. Flyers, CS Italia controls, looking for Giros in the far wing. Everything's in the middle. Sindori to Sala. Sala, good pass, lovely little touch. And again, looking for Giros on the right wing. Race for the ball. Giros gets to it, but Mior was able to knock that ball away before the cross could come. Excellent play by keeper Mior.
Great play by Danny. He ran out there and he challenged the winger, and they cut down the angle so he couldn't get it across. Very intelligent play.
All right, we're looking at CS Italia pressing towards the latter stages of the first half. Control of the ball. Sala, surrounded by Flyers player, and Benedetti came away with the ball to Kramer fourth. Looking up the wing for Todd Schroeder. Schroeder can't maintain possession of the ball. Schroeder looking for Castricino. Castricino touches it forward. Again, potentially a beautiful play, but read well by the CS Italia defense. Usitalo off his line quickly to control, and a long clearance. Once again, fourth in the air, but CS Italia wins that one. Sala moving forward. Sacchetto loses control. Giros with the ball. Sala once again. Excellent skill. Excellent skill. CS Italia moving forward. Looking for support. Going to take a long shot. Mior goes down, covers up nicely. It makes the save look easy. Handball whistled down by referee Cirillo and called against Robbie Falvo.
Unfortunate bounce there for Rob Falvo. Thought the ball was going to hit his chest, and it bounced away and went off his hand. CS is certainly pressing here. I think they're going to they're trying to get a goal. It's tied up before the halftime. They've had the majority of the play for the last 10 minutes.
They've certainly been coming forward in numbers, and they only have one defender back near midfield at the present time. They're setting up the free kick now with Pasquale Vacaturo looking for support. It looks like the Flyers are going to play the offside. Long ball, high and wide of the net. No one from CS Italia can get on the ball from that far out. One of the things, John, you were mentioning is the Falvo misjudging the bounce of the ball. That's not surprising given the field conditions. I noticed in a couple of games that if it landed on the grass, it bounced maybe 3 or 4 feet high, and if it landed on mud or dirt in the middle,
Yeah.
it would bounce 5 or 6 or 7 feet high.
Yeah, this is we've mentioned the field conditions several times in this game, and they get no better. I play on this field myself, and it's amazing that more people aren't injured because of the terrible conditions and the bumpiness of the field. Just can't even you can't predict the ball, and your footing is not very stable.
Excellent move there by Roy Fabiani, but stripped of the ball by number 6, Raymond Donor for the Flyers. Good ball forward looking for Todd Schroeder, but pushed into touch by number 8, that's Joe Nero for CS Italia. One of the things that disturbs me is that this is supposed to be the premier field in Sudbury for senior sports, and I know that the council spends a lot of money on it, but it really is an embarrassment.
Indeed, it is when teams from down south come out to play in an important game or important tournament, and this is all we have to offer. It's quite embarrassing.
It's unfortunate too because it's really the only field in the city where you can have a gate, which is so important to minimizing the cost of running some of these leagues.
Yes.
All right, CS Italia is moving forward on the near wing. That's number 12, Danny Marcanato with the ball. 2 Flyers on him, pushed forward, and Battiston recovers for the Flyers and pushes it back to his keeper. That was almost a near thing with Michelada in there for CS Italia, but I think Eddie read that play well and knew that he had enough room to get the ball through. Schroeder in a foot race, looking to make the cross, moving towards the middle, pushes it out to Raymond Donor. Donor passing it out to Kramer Forth. Back to Aiello. Aiello losing possession of the ball with about 3 minutes left in the first half.
Seems Bocachero outran Schroeder on that play. Maybe Todd's a step slower than he used to be. Bocachero was maybe 2 steps behind Schroeder, and he caught up to him. You don't see that happening too often.
Well, again, it's a question of the guy who doesn't have the ball worrying in terms of not having the same problems as someone who is trying to control the ball and move forward. Kramer Forth moving forward to challenge the CS Italia player, blown down by referee Cirillo, and a free kick awarded to CS Italia. One of the things I notice more and more, John, is the referees are really watching the challenges from behind because of the danger of players getting hurt.
Yeah, Tony Cirillo has kept a close eye on this game, and anything from behind, he's called it very quickly, and it seems to be the norm in the league this year.
Well, I think that's a good thing, given the field conditions. At least if the tackle's coming from the front, the player can see it and can take some action, hopefully, to avoid a dangerous tackle. But if it's coming from behind, you can't see it, you can't get out of the way, you can't move. If your foot's planted, you've got a knee and ankle or a broken leg.
Indeed.
Long searching ball looking for Giros again, but no problem for keeper Mior, who's marshalling his troops, indicating where he wants them to play, and a long clearance. Kramer Forth moving on that ball. Schroeder with a chance. Offside signaled by linesman Anselmo, and we'll have a free kick awarded to CS Italia. A dangerous play where speed really showed.
There's Kramer Forth, Mr. Hustle. He made that play. Unfortunately, he kept on going a little too far and put himself offside.
CS Italia, that's number 9. Pasquale Vacachuro, whom John just spoke about a moment ago, taking the free kick for Italia. Taps it into the midfield. Castricino recovers for the Flyers to Falvo. Falvo looking for Benedetti. Benedetti, he had a hole in the middle there and a chance to go through, but couldn't maintain control of the ball. CS Italia recover. Fabiani loses control of the ball. Number 11, Pino Vacachuro. Over to 14, Felipe Nero. Nero looking for Sala, but cut out nicely by Kramer Forth. Excellent anticipation. Raymond Donor with the ball. Shot on net, wide, and not too much power behind it.
No, didn't have much behind that ball. That was a good attempt though. Kramer Forth intercepted the pass and fed it off well to number 6. I've been impressed by Robbie Favre. He's played some nice head balls through the middle there, and he's touched on some nice balls for the forwards, right through the middle of the defense. He's done a good job at the midfield tonight.
By my watch, we're in the last minute of play in the first half with the Italia Flyers defeating CS Italia 1-0 in senior men's soccer action, coming to you from Queen's Athletic Field in Sudbury. Ball's pushed into touch by CS Italia, and we'll have a throw-in awarded to the Flyers. And I believe that's Raymond Donor over there. Robbie Falvo's heading over, looking for the throw-in. Looking for the head of Benedetti, cleared it in the middle.
I have a push.
And a push called by referee Cirillo. Whistled down, and free kick awarded to CS Italia. Fabiani looking for Sala, but again, Kramer fourth. Good, skillful, heady play. And I think that's going to be an obstruction call.
I think so. Kramer Forrest did well to bring that ball down, and he had the man beaten, and he didn't seem to want to budge.
So we're into a set play just outside the 18-yard box with injury time only left in the first half. This is a potentially dangerous situation for CS Italia. It has 8 men back, and the Flyers have moved everyone forward. And as you said earlier, John, they have a number of variations on their set plays that they can put into use.
They rehearsed them, and we should see one of them here.
Long shot off the post on a beautiful play by the Flyers. Goalkeeper's best friend, an offside call by the linesman. And so we're looking at a free kick to be taken by CS Italia.
Nice play, very nice. Worked very well.
Broke down the wall, and there's the whistle to end the first half of play. The score is Italia Flyers 1, CS Italia no score, and we'll be back in a moment with more senior men's soccer on TV7, your community sports channel.
We're here at Central Middle School's fabulous cafeteria playing the lunch game. Right, Scoot, and players begin as the big three push their way around the lunch line again today. Looks like they found another rookie to pick on, Raj. Yeah, that's Philip Barnes. He was traded to the school just last week. Where's the official? I see no flag on that play. Play continues out among the tables. It doesn't look good. Uh-oh, they're on their feet. They're lining up. It's their infamous orange ball. It's a dirty game out there, Scoot. Wait, what's this? Chad Townsend seems to be having a change of heart. Could he be breaking away from the pack? Wow! I haven't seen him move like that all season. Amazing! Chad has just showed us what it takes to be all-pro in this league. It's a real crowd pleaser. Great game. But the good guy in you shines through. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons.
All set to go for second half action on TV7 in the game between CS Italia and Italia Flyers. Flyers are winning 1-0 on a lovely goal, a header by Kramer fourth at about 15 to 20 minutes into the first half. Ball goes into touch. Giros will have the throw in for CS Italia. Giros with the ball, pushed forward, and Kramer fourth gets ahead to it. Sacchetto pushes it back to keeper Mior, and the Flyers are ready to make the long clearance.
CS was pressuring the Flyers in the last 10-15 minutes of the first half. Let's see if they can keep it up in the second.
All right, we've got Benedetti, I think, with the ball, or is that Castricino? That's Castricino with the ball, looking for number 15. That's Claudio Clarini for the Flyers, but CS Italia has been able to withstand it. Benedetti pushes the ball into touch, and it's a throw-in to CS Italia, which will be taken by Roy Fabiani.
As they say, the next goal will be very important in this game. Make it 1-1 or 2-0.
Into touch, and a throw-in to the Flyers, taken by Robbie Falvo. Falvo looking for Donor. Into Benedetti. Benedetti with the ball, the Donor on the dummy, but he fooled everybody, including himself on that one. Number 18 pushes it forward to Falvo, but into touch. Yeah, number 18 for the Flyers is Anthony Urso, so we've had some substitutions by both teams so far in this match. CS Italia with a long ball, looking for Giros in the middle. Giros can't get control of it, but CS Italia maintains possession. Number 20, Michelada with the ball, trying to get by Aiel without success, and it's a throw in to CS Italia. Our cameramen are checking out the fans, and we have a few here. It's unfortunate that the weather isn't a little better, so we'd have a larger crowd out to enjoy this good fast-paced senior soccer action from Queens Athletic Field.
Oh,
A strong push there by Clarini on CS Italia, and referee Cirillo is going to book Clarini for that push. It was deliberate and really a pretty stupid play.
It wasn't a good play. I think they put their muscle out here for the second half. They had no chance getting at the ball. I didn't see what the problem was there.
No, there was no indication there of obstruction. That was just either frustration or a mean streak coming out on the part of the player. Giro's trying to control the ball, but Forrest pushes it forward, looking for Raymond Donor. Ball is cut out by Fabiani and pushed forward once again. Paquetto to Forrest. Benedetti, chip forward, cut out by CS Italia. Castricino, lovely move to control that ball. Pushed out on the right wing. And I think that's number 12 for the Flyers, but it's Castricino. And Fabiani controls for CS Italia. CS Italia losing possession of the ball at midfield. Benedetti with a good challenge. Salvo working through and whistled on the outside, called by linesman Johnny Mueller.
Almost another opportunity for the Flyers there. Lucachero seemed to want to pull around with that ball a little too much inside his own net, inside his own 18-yard line.
And referee Cirillo is not happy with that free kick and wants it retaken. So CS Italia sets up, and we'll be underway in just a moment, I'm sure. Looking for the head of Giros, but Forrest controls the ball for the Flyers. To Benedetti. Lovely through ball for Carini. Carini working through, but Benedetti control. Into touch, and Kramer Forrest for Castricino. Castricino stopped by Giros and cleared by CS Italia. That's number 12, Frank Anselmo losing possession of the ball. And Eddie Paquetto coming forward for the Flyers. Carini can't get to the ball, and Salvo comes up with it once again. Benedetti with the ball on the near wing, looking for support. He's beat his man, he's going to make the cross. Oh, and a shot right on goal, and Nisitalo was there with a lovely save.
Good save. Nisitalo came out, cut down the angle. Benedetti says just box that ball low in the ground across the crease and hope for the best. If that goes in, that's the strategy to take.
Giros, I think, is having more trouble than anybody else. He's mishitting the ball. He's going underneath it every time, and I'm beginning to believe it's a grass. Being longer than it should be. The ball tees up like it does in golf sometimes when you're in the rough and you end up trying the ball.
That's a good point.
Castricino on the right wing to Anthony Urso. Urso moving down the wing to Salvo. Tries the overlap. Offside signal by linesman Muir. And we'll have a free kick awarded to CS Italia. We're about 4 minutes into the second half with Italia Flyers beating CS Italia 1-0 on a goal by number 7 Kramer Forrest at about the 20-minute mark of the first half.
Upcoming action in the Senior Soccer League this Sunday, August 10th, 7 o'clock. Team Toyota plays Nickel City. Nickel City, a new team in the league this year, and Team Toyota, the Italia Flyers of last year.
CS Italia with the ball in midfield. Played back to the fullback on the near side. Up to Giros. Into touch by the Flyers, and a throw-in awarded to CS Italia. Carlos Giros with the ball. And here's our favorite trainer back again with more refreshment. Thanks again, Danny.
Danny Gallo, thanks very much.
Crossed by CS Italia, Nero off the line quickly to grab that ball and get play underway. To Castricino. Castricino. Rolling the place down, looking for support, looking for the pass. Tipped it over to Robbie Falvo. Falvo was looking for Raymond Donor there, but Donor going the wrong way. Falvo moving forward, looking for Ayala on this side. Ayala fighting with number 14, Filippo Nero, and Nero controls and puts the ball in the touch. Ayala goes down. I don't know on the follow through on that kick, John, whether
I think
Nero got a piece of
It was unintentional.
Ayala or not. It certainly didn't look to be intentional or overly dangerous, but Ayala is down, and Trainer Gallo is out there in a hurry to make sure everything's okay.
It seems that CS Italia is playing the offside trap more so than they did in the first half. And the Flyers, they have their speedsters on the bench.
Kramer forced the throw in. It looks like he's going to try a long one. Looking for Falvo. Falvo heads it out to Benedetti. Benedetti to Donor. And the referee signals a free kick. It was interesting there that after Falvo headed that ball out from the goal line, he moved out of the field of play completely so that he couldn't be called on an offside.
It's a good play by Falvo. As long as you're on that touch line, you can't be called offside.
A handball called by referee Cirillo on Kramer fourth, and a CS Italia free kick as a result. So we're looking at CS Italia setting up for this free kick opportunity. It's number 20, Michelada to Frank Anselmo. On the run down the side with the cross, but the linesman signals that the ball had gone over the line, and we'll have a free goal kick awarded to Italia Flyers.
In the first half, I mentioned if the Flyers could dominate the midfield, they wouldn't have much problem in the game. It doesn't seem that they're able to do that in this game. CS Italia midfield is doing just an equally good job against the Flyers.
Well, we had a
midfield.
little pushing in the back there, caught by referee Cirillo, and a free kick awarded to the Flyers. Eddie Battiston up, moves it to Castricino. Castricino looking for Falvo on the right side, but the offside signaled by linesman Mior very quickly, and we'll have a CS Italia free kick coming up.
Now we're seeing much more of that offside trap on the CS Italia part. They've done it successfully to this point.
Kramer fourth, looking for Falvo, and into touch, and a throw-in awarded to the Flyers. It looks like it'll be taken by Robbie Falvo. Out to Kramer fourth. Kramer controls the ball, moving through the midfield, looking for support, looking for a man to make a pass, and here's a yellow on the overlap. That long grass is paying off here for the Flyers. Trying to move, and an excellent tackle there on the goal line by number 14, Filippo Nero for CS Italia. He concedes the corner, but it gives him an opportunity to regroup his forces, get the defense set up for this set play.
Good overlap there by Aiello, and a good pass by Fourth.
Oh yeah, Gino Castricino will be taking this corner kick for the Flyers. It looks like it's going to be an in-swinger. It's a long kick, and headed out of danger by number 12, Danny Marcanato, and they try and work the ball up the wing, but without success. And we'll have a throw into the Italia Flyers. Looks like Raymond Donor is going to be taking that. Donor looking for someone who's running into space, finds Castricino, who's surrounded by 3 CS Italia players, but he still gets it back to Robbie Falvo. Falvo maintains possession into Kramer fourth. On the wing to Castricino. Castricino moving into the middle. Excellent play there, a shot through off a CS Italia player, and a corner kick awarded once again to the Flyers. Short corner taken very quickly by the Flyers. Falvo moving forward, and he took a low shot, hoping that someone would run onto it. No luck, and over the goal line, and we're looking at a goal kick awarded to CS Italia.
On the previous play there, Castricino made a couple of nice moves to get an attempt on goal. Good ball control inside the 18-yard box. Flyers are pressing again. CS Italia seems to have let down just a margin, and the Flyers have begun to put the pressure on.
The goal kick to Frank Anselmo. Anselmo looking for someone and clears the ball well over the touchline. Throw in to the Flyers. One of the differences I've noticed, John, between the two teams is that the Flyers seem to know what they're doing with the ball in the offensive zone, whereas the CS Italia team, it seems to be a very long, high ball and just hope for the best.
Yeah, that's a good point. The Flyers, they know where their players are, and they know where to find them, and they look for that. They look for the open man, and oftentimes they find them. Whereas CS Italia, it seems it's a long kick and run type of offense.
A nice play by Giros on the back. The heel there, but again, whistled down by referee Cirillo, and a free kick awarded to CS Italia, taken quickly off a Flyers player into touch, and we'll have a throw in to CS Italia. Now, one of the things that I've noticed too, John, is that, and you talked about it the other day, is that the Flyers seem to run off the ball better than CS Italia. It's not just a matter of knowing where your players are, it's also that those players are free to receive the pass.
Yeah.
Oh, a lovely cross there, and Giro's tried to get his head to it without success, but an excellent opportunity for CS Italia. One of the best they've had in this game. Pushed into the middle, a long ball, and keeper Mior covers nicely. One of the things you may have noticed there is that the keeper, as he moved to take that ball, made sure that he had his body behind it, not just his hands, so that if he doesn't trap the ball with his hands, his body's there to prevent it from going into the net, and that's something that coaches like to see from their keepers.
Basics.
CS Italia pressing once again, and Anselmo couldn't really control that ball over the goal line, and a free goal kick awarded to the Flyers.
Good pressure by the CS Italia team. Excellent opportunity inside the 6-yard line on a heading chance there by number 15 Giro. Just missed it.
And we have a substitution for CS Italia. Number 2, Tony Nero, and number 10, I think, Ali Sella will be going on for CS Italia. Carlo Giro comes off. And Carlo had an excellent scoring opportunity there. I suspect he may be getting a little tired, also a little bit of frustration. Sit him down, calm him down. He may be back in later. Kramer fourth, trying to control the ball, but an effective challenge there by CS Italia.
Going back to that point you made earlier, Bob, it's a good player. He knows how to find the open space, to receive a pass, knows how to lose a man. And he's not just watching the ball. He's trying to put himself in a position to receive the ball. A lot of times you have a player who get caught up watching the ball and missing an opportunity to get in the open and receive a pass.
Excellent skills by Sala there. Challenge from behind by Kramer fourth, and whistled down by referee Cirillo.
He's a good player, that Sala. Nice, very nice moves. Very skillful player. Tricky.
Well, as I understand it, he's from the Middle East, from Libya. And as we saw in the World Cup with the Moroccan team, and we saw previously with Algeria in international competition, they're not very big physically, but their skill levels, individual skills, are tremendous. And Salah certainly does know how to control that ball once he gets a foot to it.
He's got a touch for that ball.
The foot came up there, and I think that referee Cirillo is having a few words with Clarini on that high foot, because that's potentially dangerous, and injury could result.
He's already got a yellow card. He can't do that too much more in this game. He'll be on the bench watching.
Offside signaled by linesman Anselmo. No problem for keeper Mior, and he clears the ball. A long ball by number 11, Pino Vacaturo.
Good attempt, though. He saw Mior out of the net, and he gave a chance. He thought he had a chance on the goal, on the open net.
Well, judging by the football markings, that was from about the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to crack it in from there.
Eh,
Okay, Eddie Battiston is all set to take this goal kick for the Flyers. Off the head of Kramer fourth. Into touch and a CS Italia throw in. Tony Nero taking the throw in for CS Italia. Marching quietly up the field, and it's noticed by the referee Cirillo. Blows the whistle once again and backs him up.
Why not if you can get away with it?
You competitive guys try and bend the rules all the time. It's amazing. We recreational types don't know what the rules are half the time, so
So they don't know if they're breaking them or not.
that's right. Okay, we've got Kramer fourth with the throw in for the Flyers. Looking for players to run into space, and we get the same kind of whistle from referee Cirillo.
Can't
Both
fool,
teams.
can't fool Tony Cirillo. He's watching the game, and he's a sharp referee.
Well, whatever else you want to say about Tony is that when he's on the field, he's in charge. And,
That's right.
He makes sure everybody knows it. And certainly, in my opinion, that's worthwhile because it prevents games from getting out of control.
And I hope he's watching this later on.
Well, Tony's just had another chat with Kramer fourth about positioning on the throw-in. And CS Italia had possession of the ball, but it goes into touch off a Flyers player. And Frank Anselmo
Oh, another one.
marching gently up the sideline. Referee whistles it down. Throw in. CS Italia. Sala.
Nice,
Lovely
nice
ball into the corner for number 11. Pino Vacaturo with the header. Mior was up to punch it away. And CS Italia maintains control. Fabiani with the ball. And Mior comes off the line easily and takes control and clears the ball for the Flyers. Clarini trying to control the ball, fails. CS Italia. Kramer fourth. Heads it over into touch, and we're looking at a CS Italia throw in.
CS Italia is really putting on the pressure. They're pushing the Flyer defense back.
Pino Vacaturo for Frank Anselmo, and linesman Jack Anselmo signals a foul. And we'll have a free kick to be taken by CS Italia. And this is just about as good as a corner, John, in terms of where it is, so that CS will be pushing his players forward, trying to get the ball onto the head of one of their taller players. Doesn't look like the Flyers are playing any offside trap here. Anselmo way up in the air, going for that ball. No success. And referee Cirillo blows the whistle once again. There was a fair bit of pushing from behind there by Anthony Urso on number 12, Danny Marcanato. And so a free kick is awarded once again by the referee to CS Italia.
That's pretty close. That's dangerous range right there. See what they can do with it.
Cross into the middle.
Oh, good try.
And into touch, and that should be a goal kick awarded to the Flyers. But certainly CS Italia has been pressing in the last 10 or 15 minutes, John, as you mentioned, and they are moving forward well. The Flyers are going to be substituting here. Todd Schroeder will be coming on.
Well, I get they're taking off Castricino. Are they? Oh, Claudio's going off.
Clarini is coming off, I think.
Looks like they're putting back on their speed.
And Castricino comes on. So we have Todd Schroeder and number 10, Carlo Castricino, coming in for the Flyers. Kramer fourth pushes the ball forward for Carlo Castricino, looking for Schroeder. Can't get through there. And again, a little bit of contact, but I take it that referee Cirillo didn't think it warranted a penalty kick. Sala with the ball on the counterattack for CS Italia. Good ball down the middle for Anselmo. And Anselmo can't control the ball. Takes a big swipe at that ball just as
I think out of frustration more so than anything else. Oh, good opportunity there. The Flyers, when they saw that he was onside, kind of stood around and watched. Didn't give much support to their goaltender there, but they were very fortunate there.
That was a lovely pass through by Sala. to Anselmo. Unfortunately, Anselmo just pushed the ball too far forward, and that allowed keeper Mior to come out and gather it up. But again, we saw the keeper not being afraid to come off his line and to accept some risk to the body to ensure that he kept control of that ball.
Some goalies have a fear of coming off that line, but Mior and the CS goalies seem to adjust to that rather well.
All right, CS Italia trying to build on the near wing. Ball goes into touch off number 8, Joe Nero, and we have a throw in to the Flyers. Kramer fourth to Castricino for Todd Schroeder. Vacachuro challenging Schroeder.
There's a bump.
And there was a bump there, and it's called against Schroeder.
Oh, well.
And Vacachuro will be taking the free kick for CS
Handball.
Italia. Handball on Dino Benedetti.
But the Flyers got trapped on that offside trap. They may be hesitant to use that too extensively for the remainder of the game.
Well, John, one of the things that's amazed me, and there we go, we see another ball miss hit. You mentioned in the first half, I think it was, the speed of Schroeder, but how impressed you were with Vacachuro being able to catch him and indeed
second time
outrun him. So, and that was the second time we've seen that. Kramer fourth with the throw in. Benedetti with the ball, looking for support for Falvo. Vacachuro. Cooley plays it back to keeper Usatello. Usatello taking his time and throws the ball out to Fabiani on the far wing. Fabiani moving up the far wing. Long ball through. Battiston is there. Eddie Battiston to Robbie Falvo. Battiston continues to come forward.
Good
Long
ball.
ball through for Castricino. Gino Castricino, and Usatello came off his line, challenged, and took possession of that ball. That's good goalkeeping, good offense, good defense there. Long ball for Frank Anselmo for CS Italia on the far wing. Anselmo tries to beat Battiston, make the cross. He beat Battiston, but couldn't get the cross up. Urso fails to clear that ball out of danger. Off the head of CS Italia, and an opportunity for a shot there, but Danny Marcanato couldn't get the foot to it properly and kicked it high and wide.
End-to-end action here, Bob. That was a beautiful ball there by Favo over to Castricino, and a good play by Eustapio on the save there, as well as a good play by the CS Italia offense on this side.
Well, the end-to-end action is helpful. It's unfortunate there aren't more people here to watch it live, but we'll do our best to bring it to you on TV7, Sudbury's Community Sports Channel. And another substitution for CS Italia as number 5, Lucio Nardi comes off, and number 7, Danielle Sindori comes on for CS Italia. Marcanato with the ball, pushed forward for Frank Anselmo, but Eddie Battiston is there to cut it out to Benedetti. Benedetti challenged by number 2, Tony Nero, and referee Cirillo awards a free kick to CS Italia on that play. We're about 25 minutes into the second half with the Italia Flyers leading.
Oh, that looked like maybe a handball there for a second, Bob.
Well, it certainly had a few fans here excited, and they were calling for a penalty shot, perhaps.
Maybe they appeared to the ball played the player rather than the player playing the ball.
I suspect that if the handball was unintentional, and the referee decided to allow play to continue. Tony Nero for CS Italia, looking for someone in the middle, off the head of Eddie Battiston. Oh, and a lovely chance for number 12, Danny Marcanato, but again, mishit.
Danny's having a rough game.
He's had a couple of opportunities in the last 5 minutes, John, and just can't seem
this
to
game up. He's got to get that. He's got to get his foot over that ball, his knee over that ball, and keep his. He doesn't have to hit it so hard. Just try to get it on net.
Well, you talked about it the other day that one of the difficulties with the Canadian players, by and large, is the finishing ability, and we're seeing it again tonight. The chances have been there, but they can't put the ball in the back of the net.
That's from the view of a fullback.
Well, that's from the view of a fan as well who watched Team Canada go out and score no goals in World Cup. And certainly that was the criticism of Team Canada all the way along.
Yeah.
The play continues with Kramer fourth for the Flyers, working down the near wing. He's challenged by Sala, looking for the pass to Schroeder, but it's put into touch, and we have a throw-in awarded to the Flyers, which will be taken by Kramer fourth. It looks like it may be a longish throw. Lines up, again looking for Robbie Falvo to head it out.
Two
As
players
they
in one
tried
spot
last
there.
time, but they had two Flyers in there this time. Obviously some communication difficulty. Ayala loses the ball. Sala comes forward.
Sala put some nice balls across.
And that's number 7, Sindori. Sindori with the ball, looking for Marcantano. Eddie Battiston is there. Anselmo has control of the ball for the CS Italia. Looking for support into Antonato, and over the goal line on another missed cross opportunity for CS Italia.
Well, they're putting on the pressure here. The ball's been in the Flyers' end for the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Well, I must say I'm really impressed with the intelligence of Sala for CS Italia. He really sprays the ball around beautifully.
He's got a beautiful touch. Flyers doing their renowned wasting time here.
Well, when you're ahead and there's only about 18 minutes to go, you might as well kill it.
No one does it better than the Flyers.
Oh, I detect a note of bitterness there by a Team Toyota stalwart. All right, we're finished with the little tappy-tappy session, and we'll be looking for a fairly long goal kick by Ed Battiston. 2, Kramer fourth. Fourth pushes it forward in the middle, looking perhaps for Todd Schroeder. Schroeder does come up with that ball, maintains possession, and passes it to Fabiani. Fabiani on the right wing for Giro. Giro, nice ball to Anselmo. Anselmo looking for support in front. Lovely chip. Giro can't get to it. And Kramer fourth comes forward. Whistle down. And a free kick awarded to the Flyers. Now that was just good hustle by Kramer fourth to cut out that opportunity for CS Italia.
Kramer gives 110% every time. Good hustle
Castricino moving forward. Excellent ball on the far wing. And here comes his brother moving into the box. And over the goal line off a CS Italia defender.
Boccaccio there, again using his speed. I'm impressed by his speed. He seems to be able to outrun both the speedy forwards of the Flyers tonight. And Carlo Castricino, number 10 for the Flyers, is doing very well this year in the senior league. Has scored quite a few goals and is one of their two potent attackers.
Robbie Falvo loses that ball to number 7, Sindori. Sindori tries to push it up the line, but it's into touch and it's a throw into the Flyers. Well, if I remember correctly from the newspaper, Carlo Castricino is, 17 years old?
Yeah, I think he's
quite a young player.
Oh,
a lovely shot.
By his brother. Beautiful shot by Gino.
On the net, and the referee has awarded, it appears, a goal kick. I got the impression that Usatella might have had a hand to it, but from this angle, we really couldn't see.
Beautiful shot, though, by Gino Castricino. Yeah, Carlo Castricino is a youngster in this league, and he's one of the leading goal scorers. Scored the winning goal against Team Toyota in the Charity Cup final 2 weeks ago.
Well, we're looking at some positional changes, I think, for the Flyers. I noticed that Robbie Falvo has moved back. Kieran Morris is coming in as a substitute. He'll be moving up front. Looks like he'll be playing on the left wing. And right off the bat, Kramer fourth for Kieran Morris, whistled down by Tony Cirillo, the referee, and a free kick, which will be taken by Robbie Falvo.
Robbie's got some good free kicks. He lays that ball up very well.
And we'll see whether we end up with a shot on net or trying to find the head of one of his players. Yes, chip forward, looking for the head. Cleared away by CS Italia. Aiello gets his head on it. down the wing for CS Italia. Here comes Sindori on an overlap, but the opportunity was not seized, and CS Italia moves forward. Anselmo breaking in. Danny Mior comes out beautifully, slides down and covers that ball for the Flyers.
Good play by Mior. Heads up play.
Castricino with the ball, pushing forward. Off Fabiani, number 21 for CS Italia, and Sindori with the ball. Challenge from behind, and a whistle by referee Cirillo on Carlo Castricino, and CS Italia with the free kick. This looks like Sindori. No, it's Fabiani taking the free kick, pushed forward into the middle of the box, and there were 4 Italia Flyer players there and nobody from CS Italia. Headed into touch by the Flyers, and we'll have a throw in to CS Italia taken by Giro. Giro with the throw in. Kramerforth is there once again, off Giro. CS Italia controls, and we have a whistle by referee Cirillo. I didn't quite see what the infraction was.
I didn't see it either,
but we'll have a free kick awarded to CS Italia. It looks like it'll be taken by number 11, Pino Vacaturo.
they gotta take a good opportunity here and make something of it. They're not gonna have too many more of these.
Well, it's a good cross into the middle, and the head gets to it. Falvo pushes it away for the Flyers with a good header. Kicked forward by CS Italia. And Falvo regains possession for the Flyers. Long ball through, looking for Carlo Castricino in a foot race here with Vacaturo. But good speed by number 9, Pasquale Vacaturo. Carlo Castricino with the ball on the goal line. Whoa, a dangerous play there by Vacaturo as he tried to push it back to his keeper, and Kieran Morris intervened.
A little too confident that close.
He obviously didn't see Morris standing there, and when he made the pass back, Morris stepped in immediately, pushed it just wide of the corner. So, goal kick taken by CS Italia. That's number 11, Pino Vacaturo. Pushed forward. Poor pass. Dino Benedetti with the ball. Kramerforth with the cross in the middle. Nobody there. Eddie Battiston is back for the Flyers.
Good play by Eddie.
Taps it back to his keeper. This is one of the things in the Major Bantam final when we watched Palladino Motors the other day, John, you commented on, is that Malton Sunkiss was pushing the ball back to their keeper when they wanted to relieve the pressure, or they felt that was a smart thing to do, but Palladino didn't, and on a few occasions it cost them.
Yeah, they would, rather than give it to their keeper, they would give away a throw, or even at times a corner kick.
And here we go again. This is a little more dangerous, and certainly Frank Anselmo made a run on that ball, but couldn't get to it in time. He would have had to go through Eddie Battiston to get there, and Eddie's a big obstacle.
It's a hard man to get through. Frank Anselmo is pressing that Italia Flyers defense. He's doing a good job.
Castricino with the ball. Back for Todd Schroeder. Schroeder with the shot. Off a CS Italia player into touch, and we'll have a throw in to the Flyers. Well, we've seen some, again, good end-to-end action here. First an opportunity on Usitalo, then a good chance just in front of Danny Mior. Back come the Flyers.
Oh.
Long ball through off to Benedetti by Usitalo.
Good
Comes
attempt.
off his line, covers well, pulls that ball down, and clears quickly. Looking for Anselmo, but Battiston is up with the head. CS Italia. Touch the ball forward. Pushed through by Benedetti, but CS Italia is there. Fabiani to Sala, I believe, on that side, and an obstruction call against Gino Castricino. And CS Italia has the opportunity for a free kick. We've got about 10 minutes left in the second half of this game, with the Italia Flyers leading CS Italia 1-0 in senior men's soccer action from Queens Athletic Field.
CS Italia's played a very good game today. They've been strong. They've had their very strong moments.
Sindori with a move, with the pass into Sala, and a shot wide of the net, and a goal kick awarded to the Flyers. one of the things I like there, and I don't see very much in this league, is playing the ball square.
Oh yeah, it's a good play. Of course, Sally knows how to get in the open, and he knows how to find an open man, and that's exactly what he did there.
It's strange because playing the ball square is so common, or just touching the ball off to the side is so common on set plays to break down a wall and get a good shot on net. And yet, when play is going, the players seem to prefer to, at least in this league from what I've noticed, either push it forward or push it back. Don't see too much of the square stuff, except the occasional give and go. Todd Schroeder trying to move forward on that ball, but number 11 is back there. That's Pino Vacaturo for CS Italia. He plays it back to keeper Usitalo. Usitalo with the clearance to Sala. Sala controlling that ball, looking for support, plays it back to Fabiani. Fabiani on the far wing with the ball and headed into touch by Castrocino. Throw in. Fabiani back to his central defender who clears it up. Fourth, good header on that ball. Sala controls the ball. Nicely challenged by Falvo, and a throw in too. Now, Falvo was a little lucky there. If I'd been the referee on that one in our league, I think I would have called him for ungentlemanly conduct and not allowed that kind of behavior. When you're taking a throw in, the opponent is not supposed to be standing in front of you, jumping around
No.
or waving his arms, what have you.
I don't think he'll let him do it again, though.
Knowing Tony Cirillo, I'm sure he won't. Falvo with a head on the ball. CS Italia, Sindori controlling, but Falvo takes it away, and Kieran Morris loses the ball.
Gotta keep your head up.
Giro to Anselmo. Eddie Battiston on a lovely sliding tackle pushes that ball into touch, and a throw in to CS Italia.
Good play by Eddie.
That was a beautiful sliding tackle.
Oh, foul
And
throw. My. That's twice we've seen that in the game.
well,
We've seen a lot of that, though, at the consolation final of the major bantams.
that's right. We were complaining about it the other day that it shouldn't be happening at that level, and here we're dealing with players who are considerably older.
Well, there was a challenge by Anselmo on the goalie, and looks like he got the worst part of it. Oh my, what's that? Putting his foot up.
The referee has decided to stop play and allow medical attention to be brought to Frank Anselmo. He's certainly talking to the players and telling them to calm down and to cool it, because the last thing we need is an incident towards the conclusion of a game. I think it was only about 2 weeks ago that at the end of a game between these two teams, we ended up with what was reported at one stage as a bit of a punching match between two players on one on either team, and obviously referee Cirillo doesn't want a repeat of that kind of incident. All right, we have a free kick, it appears, awarded to the Flyers. It will be taken by Eddie Battiston, and Danny Mior goes back to cover his net. Long clearance on the free kick, headed down by CS Italia. Kept into touch by Giro, but he loses it to Falvo. Falvo with the ball, looking for Kieran Morris. Kieran Morris on the left wing, but Vacaturo is there once again. Excellent skills and speed by Vacaturo. Moving up the near wing. Giro strips Kramer forth of the ball, but Sacchetto comes in. Referee says play on. CS Italia with the ball. That's number 2, Tony Nero. Plays it back to number 8, that's Joe Nero. And there is number 11, Pino Vacaturo, black to keeper Usitalo, who plays it out on the far wing for Fabiani. Fabiani moving up, looking for someone to support. Sindori on the far wing with the ball. Good ball through. On the far wing, Sindori once again with that ball. Lays it across, looking for Anselmo. Anselmo chests that ball down, is put into touch, and a goal kick awarded to the Flyers. Anselmo's not too happy about that decision by the officials, but Both the referee and the linesman agreed on that one, so obviously it went over the goal line off a CS Italia
They
player.
lose that argument every time.
We've got about 5.5 minutes left in the second half of this game, with Italia Flyers leading 1-0 on a goal at about the 20-minute mark of the first half by Kramer Forth, leading the CS Italia team, who have yet to score. CS has been pushing hard in this second half, had a number of opportunities, particularly Danny Marcanato, who simply hasn't been able to connect properly with the ball and has been pushing it high and wide most of the time.
CS has been playing the way they're capable of. They haven't had the best games in a string, but they've been playing rather well. They're a good team when they're on.
On the throw-in, it's a bit of an argument here, but basically the linesman has indicated that the ball did come into play and swung out of play, so it was a legal throw-in. And the ball turns over to CS Italia. Whistled down quickly by referee Cirillo, a challenge by Benedetti on number 15, Giro, and this gives CS a free kick opportunity from about the midfield stripe. Pushed forward, it's Kramer Forth getting his head to it to Todd Schroeder. Schroeder looking for support, Giro cuts it off, but Schroeder regains possession, looking for Kramer Forth. Forth moving forward and pushed from behind by number 8, Joe Nero, and we'll have another booking here. Yellow card issued by referee Cirillo to Joe Nero for an obvious push in the back on Kramer Forth as Kramer was moving in on net.
As Kramer was going to have a good opportunity on goal there, and Nero took the legs out from under him.
Robbie Falvo setting up for this free kick opportunity for the Flyers. Chipped forward, looking for Castricino. Cleared out, and Carlo Castricino with a great shot, excellent shot, and Usitalo got behind it, knocked the ball down, and then recovered.
Great shot by Castricino and great save by Usitalo.
That's number 9, Pasquale Vaccaro, who seems to be moving up from his sweeper or fullback spot in the first half as CS Italia pressure for the equalizer. Anselmo tries to get ahead on it and fails. And Danny Mior with the ball for the Flyers with the clearance. Kramer Forth called for an infraction by referee Anselmo, and CS Italia with another opportunity here on the free kick. A wasted opportunity there by Sindori. He had support with him. He had
lots of room
space
on the wing there too.
And failed to do anything with it other than take a shot which was wide of the net.
He doesn't usually make those mistakes, and Dory's a pretty good player.
Well, again, I think part of it is just the pressure to try and equalize as quickly as possible, because we've only got about 2 or 3 minutes left in this game. It's starting to get dark, and the lights aren't on yet, but I'm sure that when the game is over, somebody will turn them on so that we can see. Into touch, and the Flyers will take the throw in. Robbie Falvo for Todd Schroeder. Schroeder controlling the ball. Good skill there. Looking for the pass into Castricino. Castricino keeps on moving off CS Italia players, and a push there. Not called by referee Cirillo. Flyers maintain possession, and a goal kick is awarded.
No, that's the game.
That's the end of play. And the score is...
Oh, we have an incident here, a yellow card. Babo had some words for the referee after the game.
The score at the end of this game is Italia Flyers 1. Italia Flyers 1, CS Italia nothing, on a goal scored in the 20-minute mark by Kramer Forth on a beautiful header on a cross from the left side. On behalf of my expert color commentator John Walsh, this is Bob Segsworth saying thank you for watching senior men's soccer action on TV7, your community sports channel. We look forward to seeing you again. Senior men's soccer action from Queens Athletics.